How's it going, everyone? It's me, Whiplashthesnake here, bringing you another life story video. I know we still have some of this amazing Papers, Please in the background. You guys seem to enjoy this game a lot, so we're going to continue playing it for right now. Show some support for the glory grace country, although I kind of fuck it up here, but it works. Anyways, guys, we're going to get right into the story because we're going all the way back to my sophomore year of high school. Yes, it was back like about 5 or 6 years ago, I think at this time. It was not too long ago, like terribly long ago, you know, it was high school times. I still have quite a few stories from there, and this one happened to be one of the more interesting ones that I've remembered recently. And this story happens during lunchtime, and if you guys don't know how high school cafeterias work, at least at my school, we would have two different areas where you could enter the cafeteria. One side would be for like normal like burritos, sandwiches, pizza, that kind of stuff. And then the other side will be like make your own sandwiches, make your own salad, stuff like that. And basically no matter what you bought, whatever you got, it was basically $3 for your main entree, and you get like one little carton of milk with it. And then if you wanted to get like, oh, a bag of chips, or you wanted to get some crackers or something like that, you know, add to the side, it would be marked like, oh, this is a little bit extra, you know. It would just be a side item that you could add on to it. Now, they also had an area where you could upgrade your drink. Say you didn't want your Shamrock's Farm chocolate milk, stuff like that, and you wanted to replace it with a bottle of Shamrock's Farm strawberry milk. You could do that for like $1.50 more. And of course they had other drink options there. They had like Powerade, they had Gatorade, they had like Soaps, everything like that. And at this point, you know, I was like, I want to get some caramel milk because they had caramel milk there. I would always buy it whenever they had it, and on this particular day, they had it in stock. Some days they would have it, some days they would not. And keep in mind, this cafeteria, like this section of it, it's a really small area. Like the entire outside of the cafeteria, it's big, there's like tables everywhere, you can sit down. But this little cafeteria area, like if you could imagine a public restroom, just like the area between the sinks and the toilets, and that like area between the wall and the door, that was the area for the cafeteria, and that's where every single student would stand. It was a crowded place, and considering that you had to carry the food yourself, like they didn't have like little cafeteria trays, you would just like have a small plate with a slice of pizza on it, or you would just have a like wrapped up hamburger, stuff like that. Really, you didn't have much room to carry stuff, and well, there's people back to back, you know, right next to each other. You're just trying to get through the lines and pay for your food. So on this particular day, what I did was I went to the drink section first, and I saw that, oh look, there's caramel milk, so I grabbed the caramel milk, and then I went to go get my food. And when I went to go get my food, I put the caramel milk in my pocket, you know, intending to pay for it. And so I grabbed my food, you know, I'm talking to a friend, check out of the lunch line, and I'm starting to walk towards my table, and I feel my pocket and I realize, oh shit, the caramel milk's in there. I didn't pay for that. I just walked out without the caramel milk, and by this time I was already like at the table, so I didn't want to go back to the lunchroom itself and like say, oh yeah, I walked away with this, here you go. And so like I was there and just like a few feet away from the table, and I was like, okay, well, whatever, I have it, I guess I'll just continue walking. At this point, I like get to the table, I walk up to it, and I'm about to sit down, and I feel someone tap me on the shoulder. And I turn around, and it was the school security guard, like the school police officer. Because, of course, my luck is complete shit, and he must have seen the bulge of the milk thing in, like, my pocket. And so he told me to take out the milk bottle, and, like, I showed it to him, and he's like, alright, did you pay for that? And I'm like, no, I didn't even realize that I still had it on me. I had meant to pay for it, but I guess I forgot to take it out when I was paying for my food. And so he says like, alright, I'm taking this back to the lunchroom, and you're going to have after-school detention for the next so many days. And luckily that was basically it. I mean, he basically left me alone for the rest of the day. He just took the milk back to the area, you know, showed it to the lunch ladies and said like, this student stole it, and like gave it back to him and put it back on the shelf. I think someone else bought it sometime later. And from every time I went to the lunchroom from then on, every single lunch lady was staring at me the entire time. They would just watch me as I was walking around the lunchroom, as I was getting my food. They would just watch me very closely and make sure that I didn't stick anything in my pockets, because if I did, then they were gonna have to call the police and get me arrested and shit. You know, gotta protect those dollar things of milk. It's very important, very crucial. But yeah, it just goes to show, like, if you're planning to stick something in your pocket and you're planning on paying for it, well, remember to pay for it, because if you have the same luck as I do, there's a good chance that a cop is going to see you and they're gonna fuck you up for it, because milk is sacred as all hell, and you can't steal that. But unfortunately, that is all I have for you guys today. I know it was kind of a short one, but I do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please hit that like button, and if you really liked it, hit that subscribe button. I would love a new addition to the Snake Army. I have yesterday's video playing on screen right now, so if you for some reason missed it, go ahead and click it, and it will send you right there so you can watch it. And also follow me on Twitter, because I do stuff there, I do polls, and you guys can help decide, like, what stories I tell next, and what topics I talk about next in my commentaries. But if you don't want to do either of those things and you think that I suck and should probably go die, I have 3 other options listed down here below. I highly recommend all of them. Go check them out. But with that being said, I will see you guys on the next video tomorrow. As always, Whiplash signing out.